I live day by day, wonder what will happen next. Sometimes the hot air I feel makes me vexed. Why is life so complex? Why is it formed into different sets? I feel as if I could die and no one will care. My life is in pain and full of despair. No one will have a clue as to how to compare. A thought of a past to share. Sometimes I wonder why my life is unclear. I walk in the woods without a glimpse of fear. My eyes is so dry that it's hard to shed a tear. I feel as if the end is near. My body feels like it's getting colder. As if my body is slowing and getting older. I feel my heart starting to shatter. As the blood falls down and scatters. A piece of me is breaking from me. If only the world can see. My life is falling apart. As if it never even started. I stroll down the street with my cart. I pick up the memories that I remember. People in my life who became a member. Seeking through my life with all the dark temper. I feel as if I should run away. But I stand and let the wind make my body sway. I stand calm still, some thoughts come into play. I think about my life day by day. Words come to mind, but there's nothing to say. I don't want to feel this way, so I go back and chose not to stay. As I walk through the night, the darkness starts to blacken my sight. I can't see towards my future. Now my life feels as if it will rupture. I lay up against a tree and wait. It feel like my world is complicated. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. I'm alone, no one by my side. So I drift in the sky taking a glide. Hoping I don't let loose and commit suicide. I feel as if they stripped away of my pride. Tied me up and threw me in a ride. Repeating my life over and over as I cried. Hoping to get away and still be alive. I weep in my sorrow. Since my life prays to see tomorrow. My trail to the light starts to narrow. I feel as if I'm a sparrow. Flying through the trees seeking new life. I say to myself, why go through all this strife? So I move forward and make a strike. Only to step to the mountain and take a hike. I go up and I see the light. I walk fast, loss of breath, but with all my might. My hand is grabbed and I took flight. I see my life flash before my eyes. On the ground as my body lies. I took a deep breath and made a sigh. At the end my life had died. Everywhere I go I seem to wonder, what would life be if I wasn't under? If I had changed the past when I was younger, would my life better through these summers? I feel like a failure at times, walking around with no lines, drifting away in the skies. My life seems as if I have no gain. Feel like my life has been slain. I have no thoughts in my brain. I want to end this pain. But what do I do for the future? How can I show my accomplishments before it ruptures? Like it was a Bible full of scriptures. My life has many features, like a history of many creatures. Tell everyone about it like a teacher, but show it to them like a preacher. But what does one do in a situation like this? Full of anger and full of bliss. Only one can help one with a gentle kiss. Make them feel and make them miss. But when it falls down you get pissed. The pain you feel through your sorrows. Wonder if you ever make it through tomorrow. Since your life is only borrowed. You've been through the city driving in every borough. Thinking you're strong and very thorough. When life hits you, you stop and regret. The things you did you try to forget. It repeats itself time over time. It stays in your life. As if you committed a crime. Your body is dirty, full of grime. You listen for the wind to hear that certain chime. You have no money, but you spared a dime. Trying to search for food with nowhere to find. Sitting under the trees on your behind. Thinking through the days as your life begins to play. The things you did in life. All the trouble, all the strife. Sometimes you go and grab the knife. You can't take it anymore. The agony you feel sends blood through your pores. You say to yourself, what does my life have in store? The answer is so fierce that it's hardcore. When it's found you start to adore, but at the end it still feels sore.